guys, welcome to episode 4 of season 2 of the Creator Club Chesnoid FC mode here on FIFA 22. We have started the season averagely, to say the least, but we've come so close to some good results. We've been 1 or 2 killer finishes away from being much, much higher than we are. We lost 1-0 to Coventry yesterday. We had numerous chances to give ourselves goals there and came very, very close to doing exactly that and giving ourselves a victory. We could have beaten Stoke, although they were very good on the day. We definitely could have beaten Peterborough, but the goalkeeper was on top form. So the defeat and the draw that was 1 point could easily have been 6 if things had just gone my way in the played games. We were able to get 4 points from the simmed games in the league, Bristol City and Cardiff. Today we've less games in the month, but still 5. We'll be playing Crystal Palace. They're a side that came down with us from last season's Premier League. Obviously, it was previously Newcastle, then the incident happened. That's how we'll refer to it. And when replicating everything, it was Palace that came down with us alongside Brentford. We'll play Palace. We'll probably also play Blackburn and QPR, or Blackburn and Fulham. I'm not sure which at the minute. QPR, Crystal Palace, Ches FC and Blackburn Rovers are all in a block. So it makes sense to play them, but depending on stamina and fitness, etc., we might alternate between playing QPR and or playing Fulham too. Might be better to sim the game with a weaker stamina side against QPR and then play Fulham at the end of the month. We'll wait and see. But certainly we'll sim Blackpool and then we'll make a decision after that. But certainly we'll play Crystal Palace. I have changed the formation slightly. It's not a massive change in philosophy, but Aronson and McGree are now further wide and further forward. And the midfield three are much further forward than they were before. We've gone from a defensive mindset to get bodies in the box, create chances, and let's get at these 5 at the back formations that have been killing us so far this season. Thankfully, Crystal Palace don't play a 5 at the back formation, so hopefully we can do well in this one, although, as you can see, we're struggling slightly for stamina in some areas. Tyrese Campbell still not quite fully fit. I think we do need another striker, and I'm going to be probably looking to loan Liam Delap in January if he hasn't already gone out on loan elsewhere. I'll actually quickly check that he hasn't gone out on loan elsewhere. We did have a number of strikers on our shortlist. No, he hasn't gone out on loan anywhere yet. Although 69 rated, I'm not sure whether he's going to be good enough. Maybe we could look to sign someone like Ben Brereton, or maybe we do go for someone that offers us a completely different style of play with Jonas Vind. Oh, I just don't know at this moment in time what to do. I definitely do want Julian Alvarez, though, because I really want another wide player. I desperately need another wide player to probably start over Aronson and then have Aronson and Hyde as my go-tos off the bench for wide options. And then I want a striker to sit here where Bird is now to come on for Tyrese Campbell, or to start ahead of Tyrese Campbell in scenarios like this where he's not fully fit. So we've got plenty of money to spend in January. We don't yet know where we'll be in the league come January, but we've been very close to getting results that could turn our season around. Just excellent goalkeeping performances and or not quite finding that killer through ball or the killer finish. We're going to be up against Odson Edouard here today, though, and Lainez there is 5th in the top goal-scoring chance as well. They are having a good season goal-scoring-wise, Crystal Palace, but they've had a poor season at the back. We have had an identical start to the year, games won, drawn and lost wise. So in theory this should be a draw, in theory, but we'll wait and see how it turns out in practicality. Drop the video a like if you're enjoying this save. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel with the notification bell tick so you don't miss out on any other content. Of course, the My Player save is still going up over on Facebook. Link in the description down below to that. But for now, time to concentrate on actually a team we're more familiar with at Chesnoid FC. Someone we played twice in the Premier League last year, and now we're playing them again at Championship level. It's Crystal Palace. Good ball over the top, but Kakache brings it down. Now, how this more attack-minded setup is going to work for us, I don't know. We may well start scoring some more goals, but we may also start conceding more at the other end as well. We're going to have to probably rely on Zachary Carr stepping up for us like he did last year in a number of scenarios to ensure that we don't just start conceding goals left, right and centre like we were at times last year. But Wilfred Zaha, they've barely lost any players as far as I can tell from their Premier League squad, Crystal Palace, and Carr making the difference at the back to start this game. Looks like Wilf is going to go short. Milivojevic is certainly not going to use him, though. And Uwe Martin will get rid of that. You will have noticed from the starting lineup that you saw, dropped Lasse Gash. At the moment, I don't have the luxury of being able to carry a younger player like that. It's a really good goal. It's a really good goal. I don't have the luxury of playing a younger player like that. That doesn't quite have the quality yet, unfortunately. I wanted to do that in the Championship, but we're just not getting the results. I need the extra quality of Oscar Eaton being in there and Maitland-Niles sat slightly deeper. So that's what we're trying. Although Crystal Palace have just taken a 1-0 lead, so fuck my life. But it's really well worked, and you can't deny them that. Milivojevic, MacArthur, Odsonne-Edouard, Zaha. Let's Klein take that away. They're still pressing with intent here, Palace, and building a really, really, really good move. Crystal Palace, at this particular moment in time, are untouchable and unplayable. I can't cope. I'm being overrun. Milivojevic, MacArthur, Palace looking to build again. Swept up wide to Ferguson. Can McGree get that? Nearly. Ferguson can. Counter. Come on, show some acceleration. Ah! There's always someone else there. You beat one man, and then there's just a second defender there that's like, hello, I'm here too. Oh, no! Uwe Martin! Oh, God. When it doesn't rain, it pours. When it's not your day, it's not your day. At least on this particular match day, rather than the whole episode, it's not my day. Oh, Uwe, what is that, mate? Oh, Christ. 3-0 Palace! I mean, excellent finish in the bottom corner. Hughes into Eze, I think was offside there. Play continues for now. So certainly on. Ferguson. Nice tackle by Devon Wrench. And McGree. Forward into Campbell. Trying to counter-attack here. Lovely little back heel by Aronson. And Kikache's on the move. We'll look for Tyrese Campbell through the gap. We'll get there. Here's Maitland-Niles around the corner. Oh, please. Oh, Christ. Oh, I just can't score goals with this team. I can't score. I just can't score. That's my problem. I can't score. Looking for Jordan Ayew, but Uwe Martin cuts it out. Doesn't kick it in the back of his own net this time, but there's the final whistle. So we made the change tactically to be a bit more offensive. We still haven't scored, and we've ended up conceding 3. Now, Crystal Palace might be an outlier because their squad is nutty compared to ours and everybody else at Championship level. So I'm not going to read too much into that result. But if it continues to go the way that has for the rest of today's episode, then we will have to rethink that attacking impetus change as well. But we were just quite simply second best in that game today. And Odsonne-Edouard absolutely destroyed us. But he is an excellent player and leads the goal scoring charts for the league for a reason. We just now know exactly what that reason is. He's bloody incredible. Right. A 2-week break, thankfully, for us to recharge and go again at home against Blackpool. We've had a couple of youth scout reports in the meantime on the way towards this game against Blackpool, and I had this guy come through, Jack Stevenson. He was valued at 2.9 million in the youth setup, a 68 rated goalkeeper. My scout has now finished looking for goalkeepers, but we have all of the best young supposed goalkeepers up and coming in our youth setup, it seems, or have already progressed towards our first team squad. I just haven't been able to move any of them on yet. Hopefully that will happen in January. Also had Domenico Morelli, a right back and or centre back, 5'8", probably a right back, come through the youth system as well. An Italian youngster who looks like he's going to be pretty decent should he continue to grow. I might move him to midfield. He might be a decent CDM, although his heading accuracy is pretty damn good. But he's only 5'8", doesn't that... Well, 69 jumping's not the worst. Let me know what position you think Domenico Morelli should play, and I'll move him to the position that you think he should play in, basically. But we're going to sim this game against Blackpool. Everybody now, thankfully, is back at full fitness, and a little bit of growth as well, as McGree's now 76 and Aronson is 73. Kikache up to 77. Hopefully, some higher ratings will help improve our overall performances. We get a 2-1 win here against Blackpool. I think I'm going to sim the game against QPR as well. and we'll play the game the following weekend, against Blackburn. Hopefully everybody's nearly back at full fitness. See what we can do against QPR. A 4-1 win. Wow, McGree with 2, Campbell and Eaton with 1 as well. It's a weird one. With the Brentford save on FIFA, player injured. We've not had that for, well, we haven't had that. 7 days for Aronson with a femur contusion. It's a bone injury of some description. With the Brentford save, it was the sim games that kind of held us back. And we were getting worse results in sims than we were in played games. This series, certainly this season, it appears to be the other way around at the moment. And the simmed games, we're getting better results than I am in the played games. But there are times where that would be one way around and it'll be the other way around at later stages in the save. It ebbs and it flows, and we're just trying to maintain our competitiveness at the top end of the championship this season. Obviously, I've struggled so far in played games so far this year, but I'm hoping that with continued practice on that, I think just in general, I'm not that good at FIFA 22. I haven't really adjusted to the new gameplay that well at all, and I am struggling, as you've been able to see, relegated from the Premier League with a side that in previous years I probably would have finished mid-table with on FIFA 21 or 20 or 19. But the new gameplay this year, or next gen at least, with the what's it called, hypermotion technology, I'm struggling with it. Rather evidently, you guys are seeing it week in, week out. But Arnold is going to go out on loan to FC Sion for 2 years, which is nice. Good to see another youngster get some first-team football elsewhere. We are 7th in the table as we approach this game against 13th placed Blackburn. We've Blackburn and Fulham left to play today, and unfortunately, Aronson is going to have to sit this one out. He's not fit enough to play, and neither is Hyde to come in his place. So Woods can come in on the left, and we'll do that. Or do I do... Yeah, no, I'll do that. I was going to maybe move Gash into midfield and then put Maitland-Niles further forward, but I'll put Woods there for now. He needs some first-team football, so we'll give him it, and Aronson will be back fit again for the Fulham game. Right. Oh, actually, I'm not sure what to do with kits here. Let's see what they're... Oh, they're shorts. That's probably the best one, isn't it? That's probably the best one. Right, let's crack on and see what we can do away from home. At Ivy Lane, but in reality, at Ewood Park. Blackburn line up with Conor McBride up top. Sam Gallagher on the bench for them. Dara Lenihan also on the bench. Daniel Butterworth is a decent player too. They're playing 4 at the back rather than the 5. Now, Crystal Palace played a very similar formation, but they had the quality to outplay us. I'm hoping in a more evenly matched game, in fact, probably a game where we slightly edge it with individual ability in any given position. This might be the game where we finally get a decent victory, but with the way that I've been playing of late, I'm not putting bets on it. Forward to Dak and into Coleman, floated out wide to Rankin Costello. Inside to Johnson. Good strike. Very good strike. And Carr with the stop. Corner to be taken by Johnson himself out on that far side. It's whipped towards the near post-ish. Bradley Dack can only head it back towards Johnson, but Dolan is in control now. Here's Bradley Dack again. And Johnson. Oh, it's a lovely ball. Need to stop it coming across the face of goal. And Carr has come out to claim well. There we go. All of the words in a sentence coming out as they're supposed to sound. Kakache got a little bit away from himself there, but Tyrese Campbell will get this out to Oscar Eaton. We might have a chance coming the other way. I'll stand it up. Oh, Tyrese Campbell can't quite get there. Who's going to get to that first? It's definitely going to be Dolan. Neither side with a clear-cut chance so far. They've had 2 shots on target. I'm yet to muster a single one. But hopefully it won't be long before we do. That was meant to go back to the goalkeeper, but never mind. Amadou recovers and we've still got possession. We'll try and build something before half-time. Get that down the line, looking for Riley. Took an age to get it under control. Oh, come on! I played that backwards. I'm not clicking with the passing on FIFA 22. I'm really not. I aimed this backwards to play it into number 8. I mean, how is that locking onto Tyrese Campbell? Give me a break. I want to play that to the number 8 so I can then play it forward to Tyrese Campbell. And that's the pass he comes up with when I'm aiming it back there. That's my issue. That's why I'm not performing so far. In most circumstances, that sort of thing would have just been edited out because nothing happened from it. But I'm going to keep that in so you can see exactly why I'm struggling to create opportunities to score goals. Because that shit keeps happening. I am really struggling to build opportunities this year on FIFA 22. And passes like that are exactly why. I'm really, really taking an age to get to grips with how this game plays. And it's costing me chances on goal. It's costing me even the opportunity to create half a chance on goal. It's really frustrating. Really frustrating. Hopefully, I can click sooner rather than later. Maybe it's because the quality of my players isn't high enough yet. But we do have some mid-70s rated players here at the club now, where we really should be playing better than we are. You can probably guess my frustration. I imagine a number of you are having similar frustrations as well. But 0-0 at half-time against Blackburn. Travis through the gap to Coleman and Bradley Dack. Coleman again, swept out wide to Dolan. Brings it under control well. Causing us problems here. He's nutmegged Uwe Martin and he slammed it home at the near post. Oh, lads. What have I got to do? What have I got to do? I thought Uwe Martin had that. He's gone to close the man down. He's put a foot in and he's nutmegged himself and then slammed home at the near post. I think we need a complete rewrite. I think I need a complete rewrite of the way that this side lines up, the way that it plays, and the way I approach fixtures, because tactically we are not doing anything at the moment. I just can't cut a break at the minute, and the way that everybody for AI size just sits back, it's so difficult to work opportunities to have a chance on goal. Like, I'm trying my best here and it's just not working, but Tyrese Campbell's in, and if anything ever is going to sum my luck up this year on FIFA, it's going to be that. Win this header, bury it please, for God's sake! Go in the back of the net! What have I got to do to score a goal on FIFA 22? My God! Help me, lads! Help me! Tell me, what are you doing? Because I can't score. Corner for Blackburn. They've brought on tackle for Coleman. I have no idea if that's how you actually pronounce his name. I apologise. But Ferguson wins that back. But used an arm to do so, and Bradley Dack will deliver. Free kick in a really dangerous position, and it's whipped well as well. McGree gets up to it. I'm trying to change player to close it down with someone that was closer to the ball, but I couldn't. Edun, and away please, and around the corner. Passes actually finding their recipients. Who'd have thunk it? Into Alexander Woods, who's on his own here. No, he's not on his own. He's got Riley McGree in support, who's found, and then has nothing to look for. Eaton turns. Ferguson onside. Oh! At last! Coventry yesterday. Peterborough yesterday. The first game today. Crystal Palace had nothing. And especially this one here as well. Coventry and Peterborough, it was the goalkeepers. Here it's been the woodwork. Finally! We show some goal-scoring potential. Ball in the back of the net, 1-1. I deserve points. I've been playing well enough to earn points. Just haven't been able to score the goals. But at last, the ball is in the back of the net and we might be getting a point in a played game. Or more than a point in a played game. I don't think I've won a played game yet this year, have I? We've had a couple of draws, a couple of defeats, but I think I'm yet to actually win one. This might be the day, although I'm probably more likely to concede a second and end up losing anyway, but still. Please be onside. Oh, shit. Johnson into Davenport. And the corner to tackle. Here's McBride. Tackle again. They've got men over here. I'm worried about this. Dolan into Davenport. don't know who to control or where to try and close the ball down. He's free. You just knew it was going to happen. You knew it was going to happen. And finally get the ball in the back of the net. Still going to lose the bloody game. Oh, honestly. I'm strugs, lads. I'm really strugs. Getting an odd animation choice from Carr there. I think I'm lost. I think I'm lost with FIFA 22 gameplay. I don't know how to... Well, rephrase. My ordinary style of play doesn't work this year, and I haven't yet found the answer to that. I don't know how to play to rectify the fact that my usual play style doesn't work. It was Ferguson. Back to Wrench. Into Maitland-Niles. There's just no room anywhere. Alexander out to McGree. I don't have anywhere to go. Ferguson back to Maitland-Niles. Into Hyde on the overlap. Kakache. Crossing opportunity, he says. I've crossed it straight to the keeper. I'm going to lose again. I'm going to lose to Blackburn here. I don't know how to be good at FIFA 22. I'm strugs, boys. I'm really strugs. I'm either creating loads of chances but can't score, or I can't create chances because there's just so many defenders back there at all times. Every club sits 10 yards outside their goal, and I don't know what to do. I physically can't create chances in gameplay like that because I don't know how to address it. It's not what I'm used to. And the more bodies I push forward, the more likely I am to concede going the other way. It's tough, boys. It's obviously entertaining for you guys because you've no idea what's going to happen in any given game, and evidently it's much more of a challenge for me this year than I've ever faced in any of my previous saves, even Southampton FIFA 18. I need to figure out a way to get the most out of my squad, to get the most out of my players, and I'm probably going to need your help in doing so. How are you playing to create chances? What formations are you playing? What individual instructions are you using? What's the answer? Because I can't find it at the minute. Fulham with Gazaniga in goal. Tyrus Christie, Congolo, Tim Ream and Stephen Sessegnon presumably as a back four. Zamangisa holding maybe with Harrison Reed. Yeah. Oh no, Zamangisa and Harrison Reed holding with Cabano, Kenny, Knockhart and Cavallero. A deeper 4-2-3-1. Yay. Let's see what Fulham have got about them. I'm not sure where they are in the league actually, Fulham. A side that have been a Premier League yo-yo side along with Norwich in recent years. We're trying to avoid being a yo-yo side ourselves, but at the minute, we're more likely to avoid being a yo-yo side by staying in the Championship than we are a yo-yo side by going or by staying in the Premier League. We're more likely to stay down than we are stay up with the way that things are going at the moment, but there's plenty of time for things to change. We are going to need things to change. Tom Kenny with a free kick for the handball early doors. Amadou will head that clear. Congolo goes for goal, but Zachary Carr makes the save. Kakache looking down the line for Aronson. Essentially there to Eaton. And here's Ferguson and Riley McGree. Well, that's much better. We lead by a goal to nil. Not necessarily the celebration I wanted to do, but that's the one that he's chosen to. I just tweaked the formation a little bit, but not much prior to this game. Moved McGree and Aronson slightly more central. Dropped the two centre mids just a little bit. And I had a tweak with the individual or the build-up tactics as well. In the opening 12 minutes, it's working so far. Tactical tweaks might unlock this team. Looking for Tyrese Campbell through this gap. Come on, Tyrese. Oh, I tell you what. I'm so fed up of posts and bars. So fed up of posts and bars. I think Tyrese Campbell has hit the woodwork more so than he's put the ball in the back of the net for me so far. Eaton to Ferguson. Again, Riley McGree free on his left. Great block by Steven Sessegnon. Aronson forward to Eaton. Aronson will go again. Harrison Reed just gets a foot in there. Ferguson quickly forward though to Tyrese Campbell. Riley McGree has been one of my best outlets in this entire save on that right-hand side. I'd go as far as to say he's been the best signing we've made so far with regards to his impact on the side. Certainly one of, that's for sure. Unfortunately offside on that occasion, but definitely ever reliable on the right-hand side of this attack. And again, heavily involved. Although I don't have people in close proximity there to just quickly zip it to someone. Ferguson. What even happened there? Did he just forget the ball? He turns and then... Yeah, he just forgot the ball. Nice one, mate. What? His foot's gone through the ball. His foot's gone through the ball when I'm in control and he's forgotten it and then I've lost it. Sick. Wrench into Ferguson. Oh, Harrison Reed's nipped in to steal it away from me. Now Niskins Cabano looking to get away from Devon Wrench. Steven Sessegnon. Similarly, down this left-hand side. Wrench should get to that. He's ridden the challenge well. They're pressing Fulham, but it's a press that's not going to work. Riley McGree will find Eaton and looking in behind. Finally, a team actually attacks me and I appear to have some... No! I hate the post! I'm so unlucky. I'm so unlucky. I stand by it. I'm the most unlucky FIFA player you've witnessed so far this year. Fulham are pressing, and I'm glad they are, because finally a team aren't actually just sat back against me, and we are actually having some fortune pushing forward. We've got 1 goal. We could easily have had 2 more if it weren't for the bloody post. Oh, God. If I don't win this game, I'm going to be fuming. Absolutely livid. Don't you dare. Fuck! Come on! How is my luck? I win the ball, then get tripped, and it falls straight back to them. Oh, come on! Give me a break! Back to Knockart. That's a ping. That's a lovely ball. Ivan Cavallero brings it down. Wilson delivers. Please win this header at the back post. Well up, Devon Wrench. Forward quickly to Tyrese Campbell and around the corner to Oscar Eaton. I see the move on the right-hand side, actually, is the one I was keeping an eye on there with Riley McGree. Aronson just needs to find the right pass. Oh! He finds the right pass, but Oscar Eaton misses. So, I mean, we're getting better. We're creating chances in almost every single game that we play. I'm just not scoring the goals. I could be 3-1 up in this. Maybe even 4. Oh, it's loose. It's really loose from Fulham. Ah, and I've wasted it. I didn't really feel like I had anything else on there, really. Nobody else was closing in with us. It was just defenders. I just had to go for it. Maybe I should have tried to smash it at the near post the same way that teams have done against me recently. Maybe going across goal in scenarios like that isn't the answer. I just need to smash it as hard as I can at the near post. I'll either get a goal or I'll get a corner. Going across goal doesn't appear to be the way forward on FIFA 22. Like I say, it appears to be just the gameplay's so different this year that it doesn't suit the way that I've become comfortable and accustomed to playing over the past 4 or 5 years. It's just a complete... I just need to relearn. I just need to relearn how to play. Oh, come on, that's a really poor pass. There's so much space to play that pass into. At the minute, I'm stuck at both ends. I'm struggling to score goals, and I'm struggling to defend, and that is not the best of combinations. Although you probably could have put that together yourselves. But I tweeted out similar opinions that I've been expressing in today's episode. And you guys seem to be, judging by your response, I've had loads of people respond to the tweet, and a lot of you are in a similar position to me at the moment. Oh, thankfully that's gone wide. A lot of you are struggling to score and or struggling to defend. Those of you that are on next gen, I think a lot of people are actually finding it slightly easier on old gen or current gen, whichever way you want to phrase it, PS4 and Xbox One. But those of you on PlayStation 5 and Xbox One are finding it hard going, as I am as well. Tyrese Campbell will pull this back to Oscar Eaton, and there is space here for Lewis Ferguson. That was a shot. Hyde. Ferguson going for it from distance, but not quite finding the target. The 2 shots off the post in the first half are what have killed me here. This was a winnable game, as was the game against Coventry yesterday, as was the game against Peterborough yesterday, as was the game against Blackburn earlier today, or at least a game where we could have avoided defeat. The fans in the stands are starting to show their discontent, but I feel like we're doing enough creatively in most games. Just haven't got that final finish. I thought we went 1-0 up early doors, that I'd made the right tactical tweaks, and to be fair, I think we have. We certainly were better in that Fulham game than any of the others. We didn't end up hanging on. We had the energy. I need to hope that Tyrese Campbell's finishing improves sooner rather than later. I don't know as anyone's finishing stat in the team is actually that high, and that might be a large issue. McGree's finishing 72, 77 for Campbell, 66 there. Eaton's is 75. I haven't got anyone that is... Ferguson's actually got decent finishing, to be fair. He has popped up with a couple of goals. I haven't really got anyone that's deadly in front of goal, and maybe that's the issue. We're creating chances, but I haven't got the deadly finisher. Maybe that's the answer. I need a deadly finisher. And whilst we went for the pace and physicality of Tyrese Campbell, we need to make sure that we're training him so that his finishing stat is going up more so than anything else. And I'm pretty sure I'm training his finishing. He did it with complete strike. Is there anything that does finishing by up 3? No, there's not. So we'll keep training Tyrese Campbell, and hopefully sooner rather than later he will improve. Can I get his... There you go. His agility up as well. I want to get his balance up too. There we go. Let's do that. Oh, I can't do agility and balance. That's annoying. Agility, reactions, complete striker, mobile striker. Weirdly doesn't do agility. I'll try target man to up his balance. No, poacher to change his agility. I'm not sure what to do, lads. I'm just kind of clutching at straws at the minute. But we get it. We're, again, this season, we are half a side. We're nearly where we need to be, but we're not quite there. But we're only 3 points off 5th. I think the 2 automatic promotion spots are probably, at this stage at least, going to be out of our reach. But things can change. We had a much stronger second half of the season last year to the first half. And if we can do that this year too, when rather than being bottom, we're already halfway up, we can then improve, then we should be fine. Big games tomorrow though. Bournemouth, Brentford, Barnsley and Swansea, I think, are down the bottom and struggling. But all the Bs tomorrow... Oh no, they're not anymore. They were. Where are they now? Oh Jesus, what the fuck? Swansea 4th. I must have been thinking of someone else. Swansea, nowhere near the bottom. Oh, Sheffield Wednesday. I knew it was an S. Okay, well, most of the Bs tomorrow. And Swansea too. And hopefully we'll be swinning some games. But, oh, you've seen how unlucky I'm getting at the minute with the post hits and the... It will click. It will all come to us at once. We're just waiting for that moment where things go our way and then the sky's the limit. I'll see you next time.